Okay, so that first number is actual in this column.
Wait,
And then
let
what
me
we
get my
estimated
glasses,
for
'cause I
this
can't
year.
see nothing.
And so this is.
Say it again,
Right,
ma'am.
the first
Okay,
column
first
is
number's
actual.
actual for 23, 24.
Yeah, that's exactly came
It
from
was
the auditor's
estimated.
numbers.
Yeah.
From the audit, those numbers came from the audit.
Did we pretty much just budget everything as estimated? Is that what we pretty much did?
Well, that's what's for this
I
year.
see.
We're not finished, but we had to do an amendment on the budget.
Yeah,
And we signed that last meeting.
yeah.
We'll sign the second one in the next meeting, and then we'll sign the first reading of the 25, 26 budget at the next meeting, and then June we'll sign the second. You have to have it in by June 30th. Adopting the balanced budget on or before June 30th.
We actually only took in $5,777 in bills for me. Mama paid half of that. Something ain't
That was
right.
in 23, 24. It's picked up a little
What she
bit.
done?
It's picked up a little bit, for sure.
Anybody tell my firm was having a meeting about 1,000 times? I know you did.
He was here.
He emailed me and asked me to send him the budget. Yes. Jeremy's not coming, he called in sick.
I don't know, I could have done that, I'd have done the same thing.
He said he gave Susie or
Good thing I have lost my phone.
I saw you out in the yard, Jimmy, I was gonna come get you.
You don't realize how much you need to learn things that you lose and can't get them.
Right? I don't remember anybody's number anymore. It's all in my phone. Let me know when you're ready to start, or we waiting on Mike.
I know you'll be planning on coming.
ain't a reason waiting on mine.
He gave me what I needed for my part anyway.
Man, we wondering about this police set budget right here, this salary. Is that, where's the money for the police chief and the
It's together.
part-time?
It's together.
So 60 and 68, what it is?
Yep,
It can't be 60.
it is, because I know what John made last year, and we paid the part-time employees.
You pay a part-time employee 2 days a week, $16,000.
We had 3, and we didn't pay the one, 2 of them only lasted 1 weekend, and the other one lasted 2 weekends.
What I'm saying, though, we got to have a full-time.
So here is his proposal.
I don't know what it is, I've seen it, not this around the sun. But if we got a full-time, a part-time, 2 days a week, it's $16,000 a year.
We could put a line for part-time, I just need to know which I want to pay for part-time. Because we were paying them $20 an hour.
In the previous one, it was, no, it was 20,800 and 24, 25. Is that right? That's what I got right here. What was budgeted for 24 and 25?
The total amount that was budgeted for the police department salary was $65,000. We'll probably go over it, but we also hired somebody else, so.
Yeah, what was it, so?
The 68.5, we figured we'd have another part-time. We're just bumping it up. We could change that number. That
it's
number
got,
is budgeted, we can change it.
I got some, but right here in police, it says salary police chief, and below it says part-time officer.
Wait, where are you seeing that? That's an old one,
I
yeah.
know, but that's what I'm saying, it's on, it's
We can add it.
Yeah.
We can add a line for part-time.
Yeah.
So what did it say?
20,800.
Oh, it's because the whole budget's another.
That's from 22.
Yeah, this is fine. I was wanting to see one. From
That's the one I was
Is that what I gave you this morning?
talking about.
Okay.
That was the one, this was more previous than this one here.
Okay.
It's got 22, 23 on it.
So here's his budget right here.
Let me sit down.
This is his budget right there. And we just can't do that right now until we get grant money.
No, we can't do that.
Can't get grant until we get grant money. But we got to have a part-time.
Right, also, this is on that older budget.
Oh, this is, yeah, but
They just
that was
took
an
it out.
estimate. Yeah, we changed it. I don't know why he took it out, but he did.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, it was in that one.
Yeah, we can put it back in, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because we got to have a part-time. We got to have somebody work 2 days a week at least. So we can get some of these money rolling in.
Is there anything on there that you proposed that you want to add to the budget?
How much money we still got in the police budget, you know? He got a few things he needs to get. I didn't know if we got the money in there still this year to get it.
I had a lot of stuff.
It ain't gonna be in one of those.
It's not gonna be another.
It's gonna be in one of those.
Yeah.
I think on our fuel, we may need to go for the police.
Oh, yeah.
Needs to go up a little bit for our fuel.
We only have $500 on those fuel cards
Yeah,
at this
so-
point. Well, we just started with them. And I'm paying them off, I'm looking at them every day
Yeah.
to see where his balance is, because I don't want him to ever be without balance. You know, but right now, we don't have another person, so,
But in case we do,
yeah, we'll increase that.
Do we know how much he got left?
He said, no, I don't have that number in front of me.
I told him the other day, go ahead and get his guns and where he needed. He ain't gonna buy them. Cause these guns, we got 2 shotguns and they're old, outdated. They're not certified. Told him go ahead and get his guns he needed, or vest or whatever he needed. Go ahead and get everything. So I think,
I got a question about the fire hydrant.
Yeah, that's when they flush the systems. That's the bill.
So that's what we pay. I'm just curious because there's nothing that we paid in 23, 24.
Because they paid it twice. Before I got here, somebody paid it twice, so we had a credit. So we used it for the next year.
Hicker, now,
Yes, sir.
I need you and Josh to get together and see what we can do about the utilities. How much utilities are running on both of these buildings, see what we do to cut them, because they're way too high.
We've got $12,000 worth of utility bills on 2 buildings.
Well, I've cut phone bills in half already for across the street, and we cut the phone out here, so.
We've got 6,000 over there and 6,000 over here.
Yeah.
It makes 0 cents
for a whole year,
for the year.
$12,000 a year.
$12,000.
The gas is
Our
what gets.
gas is running $300-400 a month,
Well, there's a hole in one of the walls in the back there, I do believe.
but it's closed off.
They closed it off.
So we're keeping the building, I know gotta keep it.
Yeah, well, we just replaced the door too. There was a crack this big underneath the front
Yeah.
door, and the air was going completely out. So we fixed that before Mark got out of office.
For this
Or was it when you got in?
$6,700.
But I mean, are we trying to heat the whole building or just?
No, but see, there's
Just a garage
There's
door,
two
just 3
rooms.
garage doors.
Fire.
my room. my room, the safe room, and John's office, or Jeremy's office, when you shut it off, those vents, you can't shut those. You can't turn them off. And it is hot. But I mean, you can't work on it because you got to freeze
The
the
thermostat stayed on 50 degrees, that's what Jeremy told me, he should have right down here a while back. But
Another utility.
if these out here, I got new heaters, you know, Delaware's got one old heater, and I don't know if
I
it's
get,
that.
I'll get Keith to come over here and look at it and get a suggestion.
Yeah, that's what we need, so,
I said we need to swap over to the digital thermostats that you can program. And like, when Karen's gonna be here, put it on a comfortable temperature. When you're not gonna be, I mean, there's no
Turn it off,
point.
yeah.
I appreciate
As
that.
long as there's, I mean, there's no point in heating this building. Like, even during the winter, I mean, you set it on 50 degrees out there,
Yeah, they can work.
it's not gonna freeze. And then when somebody's coming in, you just bump up the temperature. I mean,
Well, but across the street, we get
We gotta see
it
what we
during the
do about
winter
that.
time, and the line froze.
This, I keep these down about 50 or 60 degrees.
Yeah.
And
Your building's
you're not,
better than
they're actually,
across the street.
the program where I set it to where it can't go above 60 or 65. So it's not gonna sit there and somebody jacks it up to 70 or 80, it's not gonna go that high.
we're just trying to figure
I
out,
don't think,
Yeah.
you know, I mean.
Right, I'm just, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, because we're running heat a lot.
Right.
But if you open a door, you're gonna use loads
Oh,
of
I mean,
heat. So,
that's no
yeah,
problem.
But I don't know why it would be expensive. I'm just saying, we try to.
I think a lot of us got to do that building over there.
It
I think
does.
that's an old heater, it's probably not efficient.
Oh, my sucker's over in my local.
Well, that's what I'm saying, so.
And it might, we might save money by.
Yeah, and that's why I'm, talk to Keith about that. He'll come over here and
But
look.
yeah, we need to have that.
Ideas.
If it's gonna cost though, we probably wanna budget it for July.
Next budget or whatever.
I ain't really sure if it's worth it to even heat the damn thing. I mean, ain't nothing in there.
Well, there's the toilet, the bathroom,
Well, I'm
that's the
saying.
only thing, but you could put a space heater in there. And
Yeah, and-
another thing is just get, if you're gonna stay over there, get one of those mini split units and put it in her office and be done with it.
But there is one in the wall, but it's so gross.
Well,
Oh,
if
he's talking about split.
and another
Did
thing
you take
is,
that one out then? Isn't that what that is? There's one in my office that's sitting in the wall.
Oh, yeah, because there's bookcases, or is that above the
It's
bookcase?
next to the bookcase and it looks really, really nasty.
we get this building here built too, she'd be moving over here.
Well, yeah, you don't put a lot.
Cause Chief told me the other day, it didn't matter to him, cause he said, you know, but we're gonna have to do some checking on something. And then nothing else, we can buy insulation cheap.
So is it
$400.
is it all gas and water? Is that what you're talking about, gas and water?
Well, it's just utility, so it's gonna be gas, water, electric,
Electric, though?
and sewer, I guess.
You can give Karen, and she can show you some of the old bills, that way you know. But I know this year we had trouble, that old building over there, high price with gas.
I just saw it and I was like, why is the utility bill so high?
It's usually in the wintertime,
I mean,
the gas.
But I'd say a lot of it's got to do with that heater.
Yeah.
Being obsolete, I mean, yeah. Is it a vented heater?
I haven't even looked at it.
It's one of those
It's one of
corners.
those,
You know, you don't get
It's
very good efficiency.
And it really don't work that way.
It's probably
You
one of
could-
those 100,000 BT, you know, big shop.
It wouldn't be dangerous to put an unvented heater in there because there's cracks everywhere in there. You're gonna-
Do you know what that would cost maybe? Or
A lot less than the.
than the bill?
Yeah, I mean, well, less than
$12,000 a year, I come here and put wood in it.
Okay, so we got that.
You lose a big part of your heat.
Y'all do some checking on that, I appreciate it.
We got in the fire part and the turnout gear and stuff. Have y'all bought any?
They're checking on some.
No, I'm working on that.
Okay.
You told them turnout? We haven't bought any turnout gear.
I mean,
We bought SCBA's with that grant.
yeah. I mean, we got a budget for clothing and.
That won't even buy nothing right there.
I know, that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying,
Oh, you would think we should bump it?
if we can.
I'm working on something though.
Okay.
He's working on something I think might work out good for us. so.
Okay.
Do you know when
I
you'll
just
find
want-
out, or how soon? It'll be next year's?
It'll come on next fiscal year, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I just wanted to let know.
What are the payroll taxes?
Okay, so, the reason why this might be a little messed up is because we ended up splitting it when we got on local gov.
I noticed that.
Some is for the police department and the rest for general gov. There's gonna be some journal entries, I know, when the auditors come, that I'm gonna have to correct some things, because we did that middle, the very beginning. So, it should be right there.
Well, so is that, like, are we paying the taxes on the police's salary? I get
Yes.
what I'm- So,
Payroll.
is that just the half of it and then he still pay, or is that all of his taxes?
What do you
We
mean?
pay employer tax.
We pay.
So that's the employer part.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I was trying to understand.
And then we pay quarterly.
Okay.
We have to pay quarterly, so,
I assume he pays his own.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
well, if he takes out his own, if he adds to his, the FIT, yeah. John had FIT taken out, I think. I have it taken out. Just a little bit every time I get paid.
But it's like social security and.
That's federal, that's an addition.
So federal.
That's, yeah,
He pays his own
OASI is
federal.
social security that's together that it's, I have to enter it really strange. That's why I need a new payroll
Yeah.
system.
What is the data processing services?
Okay, that's local gov.
Okay.
And we
That's
are
why it
gonna
costs so
be-
much to get
Yes,
started.
that was the initial startup, and then the licensings and everything. Then we added on some other things like backup and a virus protection. We need to add to that a payroll system, because what we're using right now, I'm not confident of. So Mike got a little quote for me on payroll system. I'm not sure about this. I'm gonna try to get a quote from local gov, the guy that was our person, he quit. So about 4,000 more a year to add for payroll.
Every year?
Yep. So I wanna add 4,000 more to that. And any kind of data processing stuff that maybe the police department might need. I don't know what he needs.
Now here where it says public works, what's that? It says capital outlay dump truck. What's that?
It's just a blank.
That's what I'm saying. It's just if
It's
you
where
buy
we-
something or something,
Where we was going.
where we going to.
Because that's what they did with the police car.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We should be all right on our vehicles right now, stuff and all that stuff.
On the liability insurance, I see we paid 19,000 in 23-24, but we're only budgeted 16.5.
Is it split? We've got it split
Oh,
up.
I don't know.
Insurance,
Is it?
workers' comp, unemployment insurance. Where is it?
360. That come out 19.
I don't see it.
We also get a refund every year if we don't if we don't make a filing.
Yeah.
You said the unemployment and workers' comp?
No, that's a different section. 'Cause
I mean, I say the liability insurance. What was you saying it was all about? You said,
All right, so we got insurance for workers' comp, unemployment insurance for, and that's under general government. Liabilities down there at the bottom. And then that should be all of it, I think.
Our legal expenses should be down too now since we don't have anything going on.
We still have 3 more months before the end of the year, and he's always behind. And I think I just paid December.
So what is on the court fines and costs?
That's on tickets.
For us?
That's from the clerk's office.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Revenue,
It's under fines and penalties.
where's that at?
So
first page.
see, we got charged.
That's under revenue.
Okay, so that's
So
money we
we
brought.
actually
okay.
made that amount, and we were estimating, but according to the new police officer, that's gonna triple or more. He thinks he's gonna average about
Okay, so we're
1,000.
gonna stick in.
He's already got quite a bit of money
Yeah.
coming in.
Fuel on the fire department.
It's diesel.
Y'all only spent $200 all year? That's impressive.
That was,
In 23, 24, you only spent,
well, I don't know,
oh yeah, you weren't here for that.
I'm not sure that I was. We're doing, I'm kind of curious what it was the year before as well.
Hey, you got it.
I got it. Hold on a minute.
They're spending more, we're using more this year because they're driving.
You're doing more.
Doing more,
Yes,
yeah.
and they need to be driving to get used to
It still ain't gonna be that much.
Yeah, they don't
Oh, we don't have any, but what was the,
estimated in 23, 24, 300.
But the actual that was spent, according to the auditors, is 23, 24 actual, the new list I gave you.
yeah,
That's what they have as actual spent.
202.
I mean, that just seemed low. You know, I just don't want, I just didn't want them to.
It does seem low.
Right.
It
How much
definitely
is the cap on it?
$800-900 is what we got budgeted for this year.
You gotta consider that the only time we use them is like every other Saturday. If we use it, and that is when we do some training. And if we do that driver training on those days, and then if we have a fire, that's when we use most of the fuel, because you're sitting there running.
If you think it's enough, that's fine. I just wanted to, check.
What did we spend this year?
Let me see if I got that. I might have that.
Yeah, they're going up to nine this year.
We just don't want to leave you that few, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll find some fuel.
Gas and fuel. This is as of March, I've got $595.97.
So the 900 should be.
So you've used 99.33% of the budget.
Y'all doing good.
And there's a fuel card for your unleaded.
Okay.
You still have that?
I haven't seen it.
I wonder if he took them out. Jeremy might have taken them out and put them in the safe.
Okay.
Oh, so in this year for local gov, it went up just a little bit. This is what we paid last year. This is what we're going to pay this year.
So it's still just under
A
budget.
difference over, yeah, $775. And they do updating with it, so it's worth it, trust me.
Yeah, I know, that's.
Gotta have it.
And we pay, when you send these guys to training and stuff like that and everything, we pay for all that, right?
Well, that's what I want to add. We don't have a line item for training. I'd like to add whenever you get to.
We got one under general government, but
I
it's
think we
not.
added it, we just didn't add it to the budget yet.
Okay.
Let me see.
That was, what's this?
Employee and education training. So you actually spent $465. We budgeted like 10. I think that might have been some of the funding that you got the SCBA's with. So that might be in the wrong spot.
That 10,000 was the first two SCBA's.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the employee education and training, we've got no budget line on them, so we need to add it.
So if we send these guys to training, let's start paying for it, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
We do pay for it.
100%. Yeah, I mean, we just need to make sure it's added on.
Yeah, so it's $465 today.
And I'd like to ask for 2,000 if possible.
Okay.
For the training?
Yes.
It's yours.
Thank you.
Do you happen to have, anything about public works, like paving? How much?
Road account? Yeah, the road account.
Well, Griffin Lane was the last, Griffin Lane and your road down there. You got your road redone down there in front of your house, Griffin Lane.
So this is what's in the road account fund right now in the bank. This is general
Still that
fund.
in there.
Well, I just transferred more in, because we have to keep a certain amount in there.
Oh, okay.
So we had to take, everything's been deposited in the general fund. The state won't change that deposit, so that's why we have to move it to the road account.
We're all right. I mean, we don't have, we got a couple of tiles where we'll have to replace, and one out there towards where Corey lives at. And other than that, the roads are pretty good shape. I mean, the roads are pretty good. We need to put some gravel when we get time. We need to put some gravel around that metal loop in case they, people can't use it when they close it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Well, probably.
this is year-to-date expenses for repair on the roads and the streets. Services is here. One might be mowing, one might be part mowing, and that might have
Is that
changed
still a
some of
city
the
road?
asphalt,
I'm sure it is.
but we don't have a line
Middle
to
loop?
budget that.
Yes.
No, that's kind of
But when it's
like,
closed down, did they do anything when they done?
that's for the,
That's city road.
Yeah, it's still a city road.
So this is what was total budgeted, and this is what.
I didn't know Mark and them ever voted that out or voted something. I didn't know
No,
what
we
they
can't
done.
add it, that's what I'm saying, this is.
I know they
this is
closed it
what we're
down,
doing.
Oh,
Didn't ever fix it no more, so I didn't know.
that's what I was trying to figure it
I was
out.
fortunate to fix it.
Well, okay, so with comptroller's office, we have to use the crosswalk stuff. I know you're familiar with that, right, Jim? Your wife probably knows all about that.
I might just been on guessing, Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
So we're trying to get.
Yeah, well, I'm saying here and there, we can put some gravel here and there, maybe.
I mean, I'm trying.
Yeah, it had to go that
they-
way.
They left a bunch of stuff out before.
Yeah, it's bad, actually.
So as of right now, we're adding 6,000. Because we're adding 2,005, and we're adding 4,000 for
And
the.
then we're adding a part-time line for 20,000 for the police.
Okay, so
And then we're gonna get an estimate on a new heater for City Hall. I think that's 2,600.
No, right now we've got 26,000.
I mean, we could always over budget. We don't use the money, it's okay.
Correct. Between the installing and everything, what do you think? $2,000 on a heater?
Well, sometimes we'll buy it through them.
What,
They don't charge to install. Just-
$200, we can buy a wall heater, boys.
Well, that's actually what it may be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying
You can buy,
they pipe it in and.
That's all you need.
Wouldn't cost them.
But what I'm saying, if we put down 2,000, we're not gonna go over that.
oh, no.
Whereas, you know, if they may find some piping that needs to be replaced.
Well, we can use that too. Well, that'd be building maintenance. That's where we need to put that at.
Which is already,
It should be there. Repairs building.
Because that heater,
4,000 if we cut it a little bit.
that heater has nothing to do with the office heater.
Yeah,
It's a separate heater.
That
This is Brown's
heater,
improvement.
they had to do that thing, it's sucking the gas.
It's old. That's why I told them, when I looked at it, I think, that thing needs to be cut off.
And I wouldn't-
Does that include?
But they've improved
Yes,
on those things
because
so
we
much.
Oh, yeah.
For that.
Like I said, we can put a wall
They
heater
did
there,
not pay for their mowing.
kick on, kick off, no more.
Well, it'd be more than $200, but it wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying, the only thing we have to worry about is the water, commode.
Maintain.
If it wasn't for that, we
No,
wouldn't
you
have
probably
to have
have
it.
to mow more.
I don't know. So should
That
we
does
go-
not include that. I don't know. When are y'all gonna be ready to go over here?
What?
Y'all gotta repair that, right?
You think we should go ahead and bump the mowing budget to be able to cover when that's gotta be maintained, or you just wanna hit it with a bush hog for
We're gonna
this year?
have to just put it with bush hog, and nothing else, just hire somebody to do it with bush hog every now and then.
So how come they, I know we've got the repairs and maintenance ground improvement, but how come there's another enough there with mowing at 6,400?
Where are you seeing that?
It's on page two.
Oh,
I see.
because I added a line item for that.
And see, that's what I thought that, so that mow, that's for the county, right? That's what.
No, that comes out of the road account. Anything that's for the state highway that the county mows comes out of the road account. So the general
Yes, county
fund,
mow.
if they mow Mapleview Park across the street around here where the pavilion is.
Okay, so
That all
that's,
goes under general government.
So that's for all of that.
that's for the.
That's for the park and,
And he also sprays. Every time he mows, he sprays everything. So
yeah.
And we're gonna have to add,
if you're gonna go back here and fix all this and, eventually, yeah.
we're gonna have to add, we already talked about adding mosquito repellent to this spray.
We'll do it.
In the state of Louisiana, you call the city parish, they come out and do it for free.
We don't have any parishes here.
I wasn't do that, have anything like that for the county.
We got hoods around here.
So the county doesn't offer anything, okay. Well, that is the second state bird of Louisiana.
I know, right?
And it's gonna be, this back here is a mess. I mean, it's just a mess.
Yeah, are y'all on a budget for that?
Yeah, we're trying to.
Well, the other thing, you want to do 4th of July, so did you get a cost on that? We can put that under public relations.
$3,000 what's gonna cost the fireworks and stuff.
Okay.
This year, but next year will be more. So
Yeah, because that would be in July, so that'd be next year.
it'll be on next year. We don't have to worry about that next year.
Public relations, so you want to add 3,000
That's gonna be for next year, right?
No, that's,
This year.
yeah, no, because July 1st starts the new year. So it'll be for the next year, 25, 26. We end the year in June.
Then it needs to be more than 3.
For this year.
No.
It'll be this
No,
year.
it'll be 3,000
For July 1st.
this year
July
of
4th.
next year, which
It's confusing.
Our
June
go-
30th ends our.
we go off the good one first year.
I understand that,
But next year,
but that's next year's budget, this one will be buying that.
We'll end that budget in June of 2026. We'll re-budget more money when we have our budget meeting for 26, 27.
we'll do it for July.
Yeah.
We'll do it for
I look,
July.
it confused me too. I was like,
Yeah, we'll do it for July.
Talk about those pavilions, you get a price on concrete.
That's
Yeah,
another thing.
no,
Yeah, we need to budget
I'm talking
that.
to,
no, we already budgeted
Yeah.
40 grand for the pavilion.
Oh, that's
stuff.
right, that's right.
So we are under right now,
I'm
so.
talking squatchy concrete, and they're talking about donating concrete to us. If they, for one of them.
I don't know.
If they do that, then we can,
I got an estimate from Bobby Fennell, just the labor part.
yeah.
And he did it on both of them. I told him.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do the other one right.
Yeah. He had labor 3,600 on one. Has to form it, pour it, finish it, cut the joints. And 500 for a bobcat for a saw. So you're looking at 44
For one.
for whatever.
He's higher.
That's Bobby.
Yeah.
They're right. I mean, he's good, but
Yeah, he's higher than that other guy, me and Josh talked to.
that's not
Speaking of the pavilion, are they done?
Yeah.
And like I said, there's still stuff out there that they want.
Yeah,
They left, that's the scrap.
That's scrap,
leftovers materials. They don't take it with them.
Okay, so are we gonna do something because it's gonna need to mow?
We'll do it before too, got to move it anyway, because it's before they have the farmer's market out here and somebody gets cut on that old 10 or something.
And you also gotta put in for your rock, plastic, and all that stuff that they put down besides the concrete. They donate that concrete, that'd be a big.
Yeah, that's what
Because according to him, it's about 16 yards.
yeah, that's what we figured. We figured 16 or 17, 16 or 17 for one.
Yeah.
That's what me and Josh figured up. We're just working slowly. We're trying to get stuff. If I can get a lot of stuff donated, that's why I'm working on.
Right.
So that ain't going in the.
It don't even figure in the budget now.
Okay. But we do need to put, as far as this back here, which I don't know how much they need to put in there.
And I don't know how we're gonna do about that down there. The water comes down. I mean, ain't nothing we can do. You know, the only way we can fix that, guys, is put a pump back there and pump the water over to the other side. Then it's just gonna cause mess for everybody else on the other side, you know, if we're doing that. Well, that's, you know, me and you look at it, we know where it's at.
Yeah.
Well, what happened when they put all these houses in back here, water used to travel that way and this way too. When they put all them houses in back there, they built that dirt up, they blocked all that, where you can't go back through there now. This way here is blocked.
Get out.
You know, it's all blocked, all in the woods over here across the road, so we got a headache,
Damn.
a bad headache.
Yeah, just gonna keep on the daggum rain.
Every other day.
So, I don't know.
I would say by the time that we get it to where we need to maintain it, I'd say if you added another $1,000, you probably cover it for the next year.
Are y'all gonna pay this person to be the maintenance person?
No, we're talking about just getting somebody to push hog it out.
Somebody to come in.
Just like that mowing, that's like that mowing guy. See, that
Not
mowing,
contractor thing.
the mowing guy that mows told me he'd be glad to mow this, but it's too rough, you know what I'm saying? And he said, you know, if we ever got this straightened out back here, he'd be happy to mow it. So, we'll just have to take care of it till we get all some of this stuff straightened out. I mean, this back here is a headache. General government. On that general government, it says Christmas bonus, and it says $500, but
Yeah, that's just for me.
that's just for you.
Police department should have their own line.
Yeah, police department got there. Fire department does too, don't it?
Yes.
They're both.
Now that's gonna change though, because when we did it last year, Jerry did not take his part and he split his with Corey. So, and he didn't take the rest for himself, he did pass. So we'll have to adjust this. The fire department.
I've got another request if y'all ready.
Go ahead.
I'd like to increase the fire hydrant rental and change it to, or add another item, but fire hydrant rental and service or maintenance. Maintenance would be a better word. And up that to 6,000.
Okay. It's going up? Did we have more lines or something?
No, just more maintenance.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting that, I got that confused with the flushing of the hydrant, sorry.
Well,
Is there a line item for flushing hydrants?
I thought there was.
Well, that's what we
Part
just
of
talked
it,
about, the
yeah.
fire.
Oh, I'm sorry.
water company does
Repairs and
that.
maintenance.
They don't
Still
flush,
have-
They
Yeah,
don't-
but it still
they
costs a
don't-
lot.
we used to.
They don't
Flush many
service,
of them over here.
they don't service the hydrants.
No, they only do it once a
But they
year.
flush it because of the chlorine.
Yes, it's for their own, it's for the residential service,
Yeah.
water quality is what they flush.
Yeah, right.
They don't service the hydrants.
So you want a different line item for servicing the
Well,
hydrants?
I mean, you
Would there be
can-
other
Repairs and
equipment
maintenance is
or
there.
other repairs?
You could just add to that and just put rental and maintenance, if you want to. And up it to 6,000.
We've already had repairs and maintenance, which that would be for trucks.
So are
No,
y'all
that's
are
actually,
flushing them?
That's probably for the
That's for the
building.
building
Corey,
too.
excuse me.
Y'all are
Replacing
flushing
the
them, the
heaters.
fire department.
One under that.
Fire hydrant.
Well, they got all the maintenance.
But what about water?
Repairs, I don't know.
Yeah, down there, state line, they got one on state line down
They
there.
really didn't tell me where I messed up and how to change it. Correct it with the journal entries.
So I wanted to add maintenance to the fire hydrant rental, pretty much. And
Probably be the simplest thing to do.
add 2,000 to it.
Yeah.
What would you say, 6,000?
Just make it 6,000.
Make it 6, so add 1,600.
I just put 6,000.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Are we gonna have any big vehicle expenses coming up, Corey?
I'm sorry, what?
Think we'll have any big vehicle expenses coming up? Are we gonna replace tires on any of the other trucks? or anything?
Shouldn't need to.
Okay.
I think we should be good.
Okay. So the turnout gear, we're not gonna increase that? You said you're gonna work a grant for that?
I'm working on something.
Okay.
Is there anything else large, the fire department that you can think of that you want to budget for?
Not right now. Not really.
John's the telephone, he turned it in,
He
didn't he?
turned it in.
You turned it off?
I have no idea. It's Jeremy's got it. I don't even think it's plugged in.
Yeah, Jeremy said that, he called me, told me to go ahead and get it turned off, because he didn't want it.
I don't think we can until it's paid off, because that was a new phone. Jimmy, you want it?
I've been through that.
He tried to give it to me the other day. I told him I didn't want it. I do good to keep it in mine.
Is it an iPhone?
I don't think so. It's not a flip phone, but it's probably, I don't know, he broke the first one, and Mark said go get another one, and he did. And I think he cracked the screen on that one.
We're still paying for it, it has to probably be one of them two, because a flip phone ain't that.
No,
It has to be an iPhone.
it's about $200. It's a smartphone.
Yeah,
It's a smartphone.
we need to see if we can cut it off. We can, so that's just.
Find out how much we owe on the phone.
I don't know if they'll talk to me, because the whole thing is in John's name. The contract,
They won't.
They won't.
No.
You know how they'll talk to you?
Probably might need to get that fixed.
Do what?
What kind of bill they'll talk to you?
Can't do that.
Don't pay the bill, yeah.
You can call the street card, and don't pay this bill. They get a hold of you then.
Yeah.
It's in John's name.
But I mean,
I'll
it's,
ask
That's what I'm
for
having to
that.
do with my phone. I can't get nothing done.
average deposit
It's
says.
a- Well, no, sometimes it's 14
I don't want, because I don't have any of my information I need.
Depends on if it's 4 weeks or 5 weeks.
What the serial number was and all that crap. I lost it.
Deposit.
Oh, you lost
Automatically. Mhm.
Oh,
I could show
I know what
you.
bills they pay, and they won't,
I was just curious.
they won't make
Yeah,
sure that
I would
they
like to
make
get
it hard
that.
enough that you can't
There is
cancel that
something
thing, that way they just keep taking that money.
Taxes.
Critical, yeah.
So according to the tax roll for 2025, if everyone pays their taxes, which there's some delinquencies, quite a bit, we could make $82,932 a year in revenue. That was on the tax roll. So,
So what percentage are they?
well, this is
We're getting ready to get a lot more, because they sell them lots down here.
Yeah.
Danny Foss getting ready to put in 80 lots.
But that doesn't take care of those who are not paying.
Right, that's the problem.
We'll have more revenue coming in off the taxes too. Off of them. Get 100 more houses, that's a lot of more taxes.
But they might
We got a lot of delinquencies though.
You got to have more tickets, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
How do we handle delinquent taxes?
Oh, the clerk and master right now is anything from 22 back, they're collecting. And I got a big check today. So,
We met with
23,
them.
24 can pay in the office until the new taxes come out. And then in 2023s will be turned over to the clerk and master.
We met with them, this is the deal, Billy Gallagher and them wanted to sell houses like they do, you know, and I told him we wasn't gonna do that. But he said we got to do something, so I told him starting 2024, we'll let everybody know that you got to pay your taxes. If you don't, we'll do like the rest of the city does, you know what I'm saying? But
It's gonna be out of our
from this point here back, we wasn't gonna do it because we ain't 100% sure if this wasn't messed up before Karen got here.
So from till March, because I haven't reconciled April's yet completely, we've collected $50,630 in current taxes. And prior years, $9,227. Now remember, I've been collecting for 2.5 years, so we've collected more
Yeah.
before we turned it over. Interest penalties, we've collected $6,460. So that's good. That's revenue.
And really, nobody ain't got no excuse, because we've all put it on Facebook, you know, and a sign right here beside the road. I fixed that.
They ain't got no excuse anyway.
Yeah, I got that.
They're gonna pay their county tax.
Well, you know what, I asked him
I
that.
pay mine.
I asked him, I said, Bill, how many people in New Hope O's county taxes. He said 2. You know why? Because they'll sell your junk. They'll sell your house.
They all fall due at the same time. You gotta pay
There's a whole lot more.
taxes. County, you gotta
And
pay.
ours is cheapest. We
got
cheap.
cheap taxes.
As far as.
What's left?
But we told everybody, pay your taxes. I put a sign out there, pay your taxes. Everybody does.
4,100 and only put
People sign, didn't we say one
Okay, so
time?
this is everything.
Put a sign out here.
Yeah, Mike's supposed to be checking on that.
Oh, okay. you get it.
We gotta work electronic.
Operating
What
supplies.
can we do? Grant? That, those are the second one.
I think we
We've
can.
got the budgeted, we're
Unless we find somebody.
Yeah, I was just looking where that spent so much, I just didn't want to run out.
oh, yeah, I got it.
But hopefully everybody will get their taxes straightened out. Hopefully they will.
I don't know what the number is, but how many people is that?
There's over 600 receipts. Now, I think we have about less than 1,000 in the city of New Hope, which allows us to be a municipality and we work off a charter. So I guess if we get more people, that might change. That's something I've
See, you got about 9 or something people in here. Plus these what I said,
400 something.
400 something houses only in New York. You know what I'm saying?
But you're gonna get 100 more lots down here, so
Yeah, you
it
got-
might change.
But I'm saying of what outstanding, how many
Oh, outstanding?
residents is that? Or how many people is
I'd
that?
have to count.
Are we
receipts.
50%
Ain't much on.
more or?
There's probably 100,
There's a bunch
probably
of
over
them.
100 that didn't pay last year's taxes.
There's a bunch of them.
And they're habitual people.
You got some that haven't
They
paid for like
last 10
7
years, yeah. So-
You got some that hadn't paid. Paid period. for a long.
And they have been notified every year when I have to turn in the delinquent list to the state. And it's on their tax bill that they have delinquencies. So it is printed on their bill. I had someone tell me, I don't have any delinquencies. I said, well, let me see your bill. Yeah, you do.
Well, I agree with what you said there. It was tough in the past trying to
Yeah.
find somebody down here.
Yeah.
Me, they only had certain days that's here.
Yeah, that's what I told them too, you know. We didn't know.
People work and they're here and then they're not here.
I haven't had any problems since I've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've gotten probably about
But you're
15
consistent
that have come
about it.
back,
Yeah, yeah.
that undelivered.
Before you didn't know if they was here Monday or Saturday, you know. But everybody knows now they're here. That's why I told them up our start this year, new year, then we'll go from there. Anything back, I don't want nobody's house messed with, you know.
They're still collecting.
They still owe
They are
it.
still-
And I called 2 or 3 people that asked me about it. I said, y'all still owe taxes, but they can't take your place. They ain't gonna take your place. But if you don't pay from here on, they'll take, you know,
It's
they'll do
gonna
like everybody
increase.
else.
That penalty will increase every month. If
Yeah,
they
it
do not pay,
compounds.
it compounds.
That's what I told them. You still got that interest.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are larger amounts, possibly.
Some of them are not that big amount at all.
But you take 10 years, $100, $100, you know what I'm saying?
And it's 1.5% times the base every month you're late. And that's quite a few. Yeah.
Taxes.
I had one that had, I think they owed 75 and their penalty interest today was like $250. So we're making money on the penalty and interest, but if we get it, yeah.
Hopefully we get it straightened out.
All right, is there anything else we're adding?
Isn't there some help out there for people that can't afford their taxes?
Actually,
They're still not paying.
they're still not paying. They still have to.
I mean,
Yeah.
they got,
They don't sign
like I
their
do sign
form.
up for it.
Well, they gotta sign their form and turn it in, and then they either have to take it off their bill, or they want us to send it to their house, or the state will send them a check. Or they'll pay the whole amount, and then the state will send them a refund. So I have to decipher that. I think I have 3 people on tax relief that have not come in yet, and that's not gonna be any good anymore after June 1st. They gave them June 1st for theirs, but they still are delinquent, so we gotta put that penalty on there.
So if they're giving money on the tax relief and they don't bring it here to the city, what happens then?
They don't get tax relief after.
Well, they have to pay it and they're reimbursed.
Yeah, well, so like, say if you get $18 off your taxes and your taxes are $10. So you only pay 8. So I ask them, do you want to just go ahead and take your tax relief? And they say yes. So if they say no, I want the state to send me a refund. And some of them do. Some of them do. Well, a lot of times mortgage companies will pay the full amount, and then we'll turn around and we'll give the tax relief back to the citizen. So that was fun learning how to do. It's a whole mess I didn't know about. Well, I've got that. Just this amount to, yeah, I gotta fix that. I don't remember what it is. Over budget. And then he's talking about turning here. So that's all I have. Is anybody, and I don't know the police yet, except for part-time. I don't know what else y'all were putting in his budget. He's got equipment and training and technology upgrade, police outreach, building maintenance. He wants to build some lockers.
We got to have a place where he can put his anything if he gets guns or marijuana or anything like that, he's got to have a place. He's got to have it. He's got to have where him or other police officers are the only ones that has a key. Yeah. No one else should have a key to it. And that's something we can frame up on out there in that building. We put something together for him or whatever.
So he's got 10,000 on building maintenance, and I'm not sure outreach programs that might not be something that we need to do.
The building maintenance, that's going to fall under general.
That should fall already under building, shouldn't it?
General.
Well, if it's going to be used specifically for the police department, it should be charged out to the police department.
So where's it? Oh, but he's got outreach and buildings.
Yeah. Anything that gets fixed in that building here is general government. We need to replace his door. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
What do that?
What's wrong with your green? What's wrong with the door?
It's got that rust and there's a gap.
Are you talking about metal door?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go outside.
Yeah. I think the water sits kind of in that area.
You put a sweep on it or something?
Yeah.
So one of those sweeps on it.
So, where would we put that under? Well,
Have building maintenance, maybe?
okay.
Under police, just add building maintenance. Well, we've got repairs and maintenance under the police, which I guess that's cars too.
And radios and, stuff that he has that I had fixed before for John.
So I guess we can split it and just have building and then have other type of maintenance.
Add a line for building.
Yeah.
I don't want to say building, though. I want to say, police equipment. Evidence locker to me would be like equipment.
We don't have a line for that. So
No, it's a
that's
building. I think we have it under supplies. I don't know.
Oh, his next line. Is for equipment.
So how much do we think we want to put there? He's got 30
He's asking 40 for the two.
for the two.
And what we really need to know how much money he's got in the budget left too, so he can go ahead and buy some of this stuff.
Yeah.
If we know how much
He might
money.
go to buy some of it before.
Yeah.
I don't know that today.
Which I mean, he's wanting body camera. Going back from
Well, most of that stuff there we can get to with grant money if he starts applying for grants for us.
Okay, so I asked him about that. let's see, the grants won't be available till next fiscal year of 2026 to 2027. Miss the deadline dates of March. Must apply before the fiscal year begins.
Yeah.
So there won't be any money
He told me you got to apply
25,
for 4 months.
26. He's gonna be bringing it in with tickets.
Out of the, he's asking for 40,000 out of the 2 sections.
I mean, if we have to amend the budget, we can. I mean, do we want to start with maybe half of that?
I was thinking 10 grand.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you
10
know,
grand.
Sounds like
a little high.
40,000.
That's why that's why I said 10 grand.
10.
I mean, I know he's buying, I mean, he's new, he's getting a bunch of stuff. He's
We put how much in there for the police officer? How much did we put? 20,000?
For the part-time.
Part-time.
For the part-time.
So that's 20,000 for the part-time. We figure 16,000 a year for somebody.
To be honest with you, the county can help out with some of that stuff too.
He probably would know the right person
Talking
to
about
talk
equipment.
to.
That's all, I mean,
Well, we can get, once he can get it, you know, well, he can help us out a lot with grants and stuff like that, but he can't, it's already past the time limit, he can't fly this year. You got to
Yeah,
fly.
but you can't find them.
Yeah,
They may have some extras.
You might have to.
They do. I already talked to them.
I was talking to her, talked to Rex too, because Kimball got all new police cars.
well,
But that's.
Got all their old ones sitting there in the parking lot.
We fixed that.
Sitting there in the parking lot, all of them. New ones and the old ones.
Now, you know, it's been terrible. Like you,
Yeah, they did.
one of their old ones,
They did.
one of them Crown Vics.
Yeah, they did. I remember that.
Well, they're upgrading all their laptops to the tough boots and
Yeah.
that stuff. They gonna have some extra. I talked to them about letting him have something.
Yeah.
Maybe getting on their song system with a login. They may not buy the cam, I don't know, I'll ask her about that. That way we wouldn't have to buy.
I think we budgeted for that this year. So,
it was just,
see like supplies, we only budgeted $750.
Yeah, I told him that. Need that. Nothing, keep from getting out of lawsuit too.
Well, it's hard.
We didn't have
Nothing
to
stands
have
up in
guns
court
and
now
everything.
without.
Yes. 10 grand for equipment.
Evidence locker won't cost that much to build.
well, I'm just looking at what, I'm trying to figure out how to split it. I guess because we're gonna, what is it gonna call it? Building.
Add a line item for equipment. See, all we have is supplies and clothing and uniforms.
Right.
I don't see a line for equipment, although I do have.
You gotta have one on that side of it.
Yeah, I'll tell him, get Karen, find out how much he got in the budget this year, go ahead and buy uniform or what you got to buy, get that to the box. That way we don't have to worry about all that.
Gas is on that side.
Gas is on that side, sewer's on this side.
I mean, in reality, he's looking for 60 grand.
So,
They don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking if we can.
minimum.
I ain't gonna have nothing to do about that. Best thing I can do is give him a part-time police officer.
Yeah, I think everybody before that started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what I'm saying, we done that, we put that,
Well, that was on top of that.
you know, 20,
That was more than that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got the 20,000 in there now for part-time, that cover somebody 2 days a week, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I told one person, so we have to have all this done and we have to have it balanced and signed and adopted by June 30th. So we'll have to have first reading at the next meeting, the second reading in the June meeting. Be done with it.
I have a question if you don't mind. Does the city budget any money for trash cleanup at the beach?
Yeah.
They do? Because, I don't know, because lately, if you go down there, like after the weekend, the garbage cans are overflowing, and, you know, it's like, I don't know if we can get bigger garbage cans or get
We got some new ones.
Got new one, but plus she don't, I think they don't pick garbage up like once every now and then or two, you know what I mean?
It's not,
Probably be like every Monday would be the best way, especially since summer's coming, you know what I mean? After the weekend, you go there on a Monday after the weekend, and shit everywhere.
They run around, they keep them out there.
And I get certain, sometimes animals get in there.
I used to do it.
Yeah, there's anyone that does that, ain't there?
Yeah, Benny was
Yeah.
doing it, her truck tore up a water pump, but I just put a water pump on her truck, Tuesday.
Yes, he done, her truck's been tore up, that's probably why she done it.
Yeah.
We'll see, we'll make sure, yeah, I see.
Okay, well,
How much you been doing?
maybe you can also get some signs, keep the beach clean or something like that.
Well, it don't matter. I put no parking, they park on the grass, you know? I run over the sign going in.
There's a sign that says no pets, we put up too, and I was over there fishing the other day, and somebody had 3 dogs running on the beach.
I was over the same way. I was over there the other day, and a guy had a frisbee. He was playing frisbee on the beach. A sign right there says no dog. Well, signs don't do no good. So we've asked the police chief when he's on, he usually straightens them out a little bit. But
Send you.
that's what I've been doing.
is that it? I'll work on this and get a final draft, so everybody will get a copy, and if there's any questions, you can call me back or let me know, and we can make the adjustment before we go ahead and put this into an ordinance.
So we got, I think we got, he got somebody supposed to be coming to work here, and that way he can work 2 days a week and work on that.
Basically, we gotta have the whole budget.
Don't need this for Friday, just
Is that a quote for
It's
something?
June.
Who's in charge of the pavilion?
No, we got.
Oh, yeah, I got both.
Pavilion project manager,
2 weeks.
or is village project manager?
No,
It's not Karen.
I'm just saying, it's just, probably make it keep.
Me and Josh already got a bid too.
Yeah, I understand.
What we got a lot cheaper.
That way, well, what I'm saying is you can need to have a bid.
Yeah.
That didn't come out from the laser out, fishing out for us. That's a good idea of where we're gonna put grass.
Yeah.
And he said whenever we do get ready to do the dirt work, he said he can come back out one evening and actually set up and shoot.
We'll probably get Mark Dover, bring us some rocks and gravel out here.
We done my husband's call 3 times.
I believe we're good.